let's see. I doubt this changed anything. Not sure. Am I even live? Because Twitch never said when I reset OBS, it never said that I was offline. Let's see. Looking at my TV screen, the game looks bad. It looks really bad. On OBS, it looks fine. Let's do the manual test again. And yeah, the stream is lagging a lot behind also, so it's hard to say. But it looks better, but it's still horrible. I don't know. I try to continue a bit further and let's see does it work at all or not. It's starting to look like complete death of a stream anyway. People instantly left when there was an issue. No one said
Lou,
anything
during
about
the
it.
trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh, I can choose a class. Let's see. I think speech will be important, but we have already seen some strange stuff, so occultism would be a good thing also. I thought of a detective. This is incredible hard to decide from the get-go because all the options looks good on mine. But now that I looked at the TV screen, things were delayed, but it looked smooth. This is very confusing. I have no idea what's going on anymore. But I doubt the code is the way I want to go, since it needed this case to achieve their own ends. Like using others doesn't bother them. No, it's not the blade style I go for. Detective might usually be the one to go for, but it says more hands-on, direct. So I guess Diplomat is more for the gameplay style I am used to. Note I have never played this specific game before, but usually speech is a good thing games with a lot of dialogue. And let me test. Whoop. See the corner cat? Yeah, it did appear, but there is a huge delay. I'm starting to think there's something wrong on Twitch's end because the delay wasn't this bad last time. So let's go with the diplomat. Oh, so I can get more. I can get the skills for others as well, I guess. Wait, do already have a level on these? Manipulation and psychology. Person linguistic. Maybe I went with the wrong one immediately. Because this doesn't look that... Okay, there is the agility, but the other things doesn't look that... like, hands-on. So wait, I could back up and return as a detective. No, actually, let's go with the diplomat. Yeah, it seems so. Too bad that the beginning was that choppy, and I don't want to restart everything. Uh, Maybe I take at least like the full beginning one part and do something with it, or I just put an exclamation there to look at the start of the game from somewhere else. So I doubt the game allows me to overwrite the save files easily anyway. And not much has happened yet, so. Actually, yeah, but I'm interested in this, so let's go with that. I'm betting, since we are going to a fancy party, ethics will be very important. Not interested in politics. Diversion is always good. So, and then I hold space.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities.
So I guess
A
the
few
game
years ago,
wants me to do
I had a
multiple
brush with some of your fellow
playthroughs since I
countrymen.
got an achievement for
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly.
choosing the
They
class
got
I
away,
did.
thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
I doubt we can be that good at lying at this point, so let's be honest.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No, sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Oh no. I guess the game really wants me to go for a certain type of approach
Emily,
with certain
please
people.
excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Hello, Goran.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe
There
my
was
vision,
something
you don't have
seriously
much of a
wrong with the
place in her
stream,
heart.
so I had to start it multiple times. I have high doubts that it couldn't be the sound setting, because how could the sound affect the video? But we'll see how this goes. But yeah.
Must be an incredible view from up there.
I didn't press
Impossible to set
anything.
foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
At the same times, I get the feelings from Dishonored and Dark Messiah. It's like the combination of both on the style aspect, in this place at least. Yeah, I noticed it only afterward. Is it dropping frames even now? Oh, I look at the TV screen and it is. I don't know what the hell is going on. OBS doesn't say that there are any dropped
Good evening,
frames.
sir. May I ask your name, please?
Also,
Louis Moras
did
de
we go
Richet.
the other
Monsieur de
direction?
Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location.
Yeah, I
But
I
no one
have no
seems to
idea
know
what the
why
hell
she
is
would
wrong
find
with
this behavior
the game.
necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions,
Well, not the
we have
game,
found
because it's not
leftovers
again on
of
my
food,
end, but
a
on the
few other
stream
things,
itself.
or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night,
So
sir.
wait,
After
I see
verification,
something on the
none of
stream
the guests
when
seem
I look
to have
at
left
the
the
OBS.
manor last night. We think that
It's like a
perhaps
fake
Sir's
image
mother was
of
here.
the Switch screen behind this one. But I don't have the game capture on anymore. What the hell? Oh. I don't have the skill, so I can't use that.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Oh. Well, I don't have the skills, so...
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir.
I guess
Please,
right.
take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Oh, I can. I thought that I couldn't move. I was going this way and then I got into the dialogue. Can I open it?
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Yeah, I doubt it. Oh, well, I don't have the skill. I don't know, could I even found anything in there at the moment, but... Oh, now I can see other things as
The barrel's
well.
been broken for quite some time.
Yeah, now I'm starting to see things.
I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Ooh. So I can use a consumable. It's in my inventory now. Oh, I thought there was another point.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
I just want to know, where are you keeping it?
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
I haven't been told that the time would be moving, so I'm going back and
rope.
exploring.
Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that I will get in trouble if I go through them all, and since I don't know much yet, there's
A lantern. Nothing special.
hard to go through them knowing what I'm looking for. But since I have the bar, I think that I might be in for trouble for having it. Could I use it to open this? Yes! Immediately breaking an entry.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor.
Ah,
Let's see if I can get it open another way.
oh. I see. I would have needed the skill as well. What's this?
A wooden floorboard. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
This is a different one.
Hey,
I'm already starting to
something not right
suspect
about
that
this
this will be a
floorboard.
long playthrough.
it's different from the rest.
I just hope works from now on.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read
you?
passages from it to me all the time. And
Welcome
judging
back.
from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. Crying out
Did
loud.
I just found
What's happened
Mother's
to Mother?
bag? Oh, this is looking intriguing already. I see, I see.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
That was a bit too well done for just the smell alone.
Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. But what does all this mean?
Maybe it's better for me to take it. She might be just trying to run away, so...
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
It seems that we have an adventure game inventory.
Crying out loud.
I'm
Why
just
did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother?
carrying
Don't
all
know
of
what's
that
going
without
on here, but
it
you
showing.
obviously feel like you're in danger.
Maybe the key is for here. Aha, the key is for you.
Ah, there we are.
So I guess there is something that she can use to escape the place with. Over here.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Well, she shot someone in the vision, someone we saw. So, even more jelly.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
I don't have the
It's
skill.
unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
I guess that she found this barrel and took it for the gun. Amber fragment. Ooh.
A fragment of amber.
Let's see. So, whoops. Do I have limited inventory? Or is it just because I don't have more than this? And I can't. Oh, I can't move them, so I guess there is only specific items I can have even. But I guess that I can only choose these. It said at the beginning of a thing, so I guess I have to wait for a chapter change or something like that. I said, this game has seasons, I know that, because it says that you can play the first season free, and then the others have a cost. And I should have the full experience.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Interesting. It's hard to see. How is it built? Oh yeah, I look at the TV screen. I have no idea what the hell is going on. Well, on my end, everything looks fine.
Ah, my son.
So I don't get how the game could be
What
an
can I do for
issue
you,
on its
Your
own.
Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't
Because
you?
you would think that it would
You
look
see,
odd in
your
OBS
mother
as
and I
well.
were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Oh no, there's 3 plunders left. Hello, Alex. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, now this turns into Ace Attorney, I guess. I hope that the plunders reset per confrontation.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me a letter. No, I don't think that will work.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son, I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
I have no idea what you two are doing. I think this would be 5 and this wouldn't trust. I guess since I had the ethic to go on it, I guess this would give me more persuasion power. But it also takes away these points. Do I want to start spending these points? I guess that they will only come back if I use the thing or the chapter chains. He's a priest, so and I have 3 blunders left, so I'm going to go in.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society.
Shit.
It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit!
Oh, I was almost certain that
All the
he
same,
would be a
it
part.
bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Well, he don't trust me at the moment.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Oh no. Huh? Wait. Repeat itself if you fail? What? What's the point then? Do I just lose effort? Well, if it repeats, I don't want to spend points.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen,
That
let's
worked.
stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders.
So he
Even
does
if
know
she
about.
doesn't share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her.
I might not
That
actually
time is
want to even
short.
open it now.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
So they do want me to look around.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
I don't understand how that door is meant to work. This looks like a mess of bronze. Yeah. Oh. Some famous artwork, I see. In larger than life. Both of those works are actually way smaller. Huh? Let me see what you wrote down, Alex. But they are an interesting subject. I haven't looked into much about them, and I have to admit I have not been in a submarine. I have been in a submersible vehicle, but not in a fully owned submarine. Excellent state. Oh, so more consumables. But did the teacher actually let you just look around for anything on your own, or did you have to watch a certain one? Because it would be a bit odd that if the teacher just said that look for any. Oh, so I know this work. It's like this is like 20 times larger than the original. Jesus. Well, he was afraid. And it's nice to know that someone else knows the artwork as well. Remember that the painting was never meant to be seen by anyone other than the artist. It was discovered after his death, so.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Yeah, he asked to be crucified because he said he don't earn the same amount of torture as Jesus. He deserves to be tortured more.
Saturn devouring his son.
Oh,
God, how awful.
Why didn't
Everything
I
in this painting is disturbing.
notice the other
It's
ones
the
at
first
the
time I've seen
explanation?
brushstrokes like this.
But I know that you liked war history. I didn't know you liked history on the other one. Yeah, I know.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic death.
I know all of these artworks.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Like I love the what's the word again? Like reimaginations of this artwork. Oh, so you can choose what you want, but you need to write an essay about it. Makes sense.
Lives of the noble Greeks and Romans, by Plutarch.
Ooh, by Plutarch.
Biography of the great men.
Oh, I need. I have no other option. I guess I'm taking it then. Hope nobody cares that I just stole a book by Plutarch. It's not an original copy, of course, but
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de
that's
Richelieu.
an interesting
It is an
subject.
honor to meet you.
Yeah, I'm
Young
surprised
man,
at you
let's
because
keep
I
it simple,
don't know about the
please.
story.
Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet
I
you.
wasn't
I
expecting
should
to
imagine you
find
never thought you'd be
someone
in
so
such
known
company.
right off the
I
bat.
must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
To be honest, I would have expected that to be Benjamin Franklin as well.
It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you
But
talking
to
about?
be honest,
if you
the
forgive my
fashion among
indiscretion?
men was very similar during that time, so... Oh, I'm on a time limit.
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I
Absent.
understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've
Why do
come
I
out here to
run
join your
into
mother.
that liquor
For what
constantly?
reason, exactly?
He's too interested in stuff, so...
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
Why
He
couldn't
must
I
really
notice
know
that
his stuff when
before?
it comes to the occult.
Hello, Juke.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
You can
My
see
dear
the
friend,
red-based
you must have read my
powder in
thoughts.
action on his
shall
face.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the
I'll
fire's
look
side.
into the chat
If you
soon.
don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep
Things
Mr.
sometimes
Washington
require a
company.
reaction,
Please,
so
feel at home.
I'll see how this goes
And you,
first.
sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Oh, I have all the time I want for this decision, so let's see what the chat has said. Well, Alex, you had to remember, when you can write an essay about an interesting thing, it usually could end up like being like a good thing. Like I do actually like looking back, I would actually want to write essays on interesting stuff again, but I'm not in school anymore. So also, what text? Now that I look at the stream, I see that the text is looking fine. It's lagging again, but the text looks fine. Oh, what are you talking about, okay? Oh, so wait. I just had a message encoding overloaded. What is your stream quality at the moment? Oh, you mean as the like the font? But to be honest, the font it doesn't look that good. Yeah, I thought that you were talking about it, that it looked like unreadable in quality. I didn't notice that you mean that you meant actual font. Yeah. It looks a bit out of the place, to be honest. I wouldn't expected it to be a bit more like Blackletter, or at least have defined features in it. But this is a this is an interesting choice. Like, I'm betting that I can talk to Washington later on. Like, if Washington is actually a high member of the cult we are part of, I guess he will understand. So I guess we should talk to this home fellow.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home. I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Home. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Giovanni Braschi? Am I dreaming, or are they talking about Pope Pius VI?
Come,
this is a
sit
few
down and have
years
something to
old
eat, my
by
friend.
now.
You look rather pale.
Like
Excuse me,
haven't
sir. I
really
have
looked
been
into it, but
neglecting my
I
duty.
did
I
pick it
haven't
up on a
introduced
Steam
myself.
sale, and the
Sir
premise
Gregory
is
Holmes,
interesting.
an old friend of Lord
Asta
Mortimer's.
looks
A real pleasure, sir.
like a mixture,
You who must be well
much
used
like
to the court of France.
Dishonored.
How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming
And
if
since
I hadn't come here for disturbing
it's like a visual
reasons.
novel, but it
Yes,
already
I heard
feels
the
like
news.
it actually has
What a
game
story.
elements to it. So.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you.
Maybe this is a bit too forward to ask from the beginning with, so...
Would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had
But
the
I just
entire
started
area
it. I never
searched
played it
immediately.
before, so I
We
can't
found
really
no
say it.
clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Home. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met? Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother. I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Oh, can you see the line goes over the text? So the UI is very lacking in the game, I see. This looks nice over here. It's like elegant and well fitting, but someone's being lazy over this part at least. And Juke, I'm betting that because of time period, that is lead-based powder. It does wonders. Like, imagine putting I don't remember the exact quantities, but yeah, no, lead as in the metal, the toxic metal. Yeah, yes, right, that the metal powder was made containing lead. It's very toxic and it can poison you easily, but that's the way it was made. So but let's see. I guess the best thing if we know what she came here for.
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea, no. She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why.
Well, not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry, no, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
I'm not sure.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Oh no!
Thank you, Mr.
I should have shouldn't have
Miss,
done that. I
can
don't
you
have the
hear me?
skill for it.
Leave me.
Yep, I don't have the skill. I have none of the skill.
Stand back, please, so she can breathe.
Did I cause her death?
Elizabeth is accustomed to this kind of thing.
It looks like it's just a dizzy spell. Can you tell me something about her? The dizzy spell is harmless, but her general condition is frankly alarming. You seem to know her. What is she suffering from?
I don't know exactly, but her father sent her to us in the hope that she would recover all her faculties. It would appear she suffers from episodes of dementia.
Is she aggressive?
Sometimes, but only toward
Dementia
herself.
is
She has
not
never hit out
usually-
at anyone else, I can assure you of that. She wasn't like that
On the
this morning.
aggressive side.
Something must have upset her.
That's one way to put it. The poor girl is exhausted, but that's not the cause of her problem.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Dang
Let
it.
me.
I
just
bet
need
I
to
would
get
have
back to
known
my
something
room.
about the
Of
brooch.
course, my dear. Go ahead.
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
The sign of the beast. He's referring to the tattoo on her
It's
hand.
funny that I
Yes, Your Eminence. I saw it.
I knew it
I don't know what the young woman
myself,
has been through,
but I needed to
she
validate
is
so the
marked for
game
life.
character knew it
It
as
is
well.
the least one can say. You know the meaning,
I
don't you?
can speak Latin a
Protection
bit,
against the
so
evil one.
It is a rare practice reserved for cases of possession, Louis. I have seen it during exorcism.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed.
so
been a long
is she
day.
actually possessed? Oh, she's suddenly good enough to walk out
It's
of
all
there
the
on
more
her
delicate.
own.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Well, Alex, I don't know your daily schedule, so
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But
Oh, so-
don't spend too
Yeah,
much time
Alex.
with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty
he's been
accent.
helpful so long. So
You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond
I
of
knew it, I
atypical
missed
works
something.
of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal, but I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
So, who's that young lady with you?
I miss
Elizabeth
everything.
Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridor.
Did I choose the exactly
arrived a few
wrong
days ago.
skills?
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured,
Is
she's
there
not
a
here
new
for the
game
same
plus? Can I
reasons as
continue with my
yourselves.
old skills in a new
Consequently,
playthrough
I'm counting on your
and ace the entire
indulgence.
game?
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
Oh, I miss
The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
I guess I should read the biography of everyone.
Ladies, gentlemen,
to know how to
I
talk
bid
to
you
them, but I
all
don't
good
feel
night.
like it.
Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual.
What's wrong
You,
with his
Mr.
face?
Darche, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
There was some odd model or texture errors on
Well,
his
my
face.
friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
I have seen a few palaces in my life, and not liking the style of this one so much. Huh? Can you see that? Oh, it can be seen on the OBS side. I don't know, can you see it on the stream side? But there are these lines over in the sky. So this is the first thing I noticed. I don't know. If this is the first time I'm playing, I haven't studied the story or anything. I have seen people playing this, but I like stopped to like watching it because I wanted to play myself, and it was only like few seconds here and there anyway. Collector coins. Let's see. Where do they go? Oh, so I have more usables. I don't know, Alex. Huh? Do I have? No, I don't have. Oh. So I can get talents as well. Interesting. Hmm. The system looks so interesting. But what? Oh, there is the coin. I wonder how many of them are in total. And I can't remember picking up the first one. There are multiple duchesses during the time period, so I can't say it all together. And well, this game is a fictional, so it could be a completely fictional character as well. So I can't say anything yet, Alex.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
And you see that there is a Napoleon's room.
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
I'm starting to think that if they actually are here at the same time, it's just a completely fictional world that just want to compile interesting people together. Wouldn't be surprised. I could say things here, but I won't.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
What? Leaves? Of course, the leaves. Guess I can't go down.
Decorum guide.
Of decent behavior. No, I can't do anything about this piece of art.
Devil's thorn. I'll keep it.
Yeah, I'm just picking up stuff in someone's house. The architecture of this place is very odd. Oh, there it goes. I cannot go there. So I guess I cannot use stairs in this game. I always have to go by connection points in movement. Empty room. Can't take any of those books.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
The Wurtner. Collection of people are starting to seem very intriguing. A coin. I doubt I will find everything in this playthrough. I don't plan to. Like, if this continues to be intriguing as it now, I might actually play this game multiple times. And since you can pick different skills, I bet there is some optimal way of playing it. But I'm already wishing that there will be a new game plus where you can keep all the skills and just dominate the game. Because I've never seen a game like this that allows you to do that. I would like to see it. Oh, sorry, that's my fault.
The Space Marines of the Blood Ravens chapter arrived on Cronus like the mailed fist of the Emperor. Acting under orders from his chapter master and chief librarian, young brother Captain Davian Thule ordered the Blood Ravens to carry out a thorough purge of this world. The chapter master had told Thule that ancient relics of the chapter were hidden on Cronus. Artifacts from the mysterious early years of the Blood Ravens. These sacred items could not be allowed to fall into alien hands. Captain Thule ordered the withdrawal of the Imperial Guard forces stationed in Victory Bay. But Governor Alexander flatly refused to pull his men back. Thule judged the governor a good man, but had little choice but to send his Space Marines to battle the governor's troops, along with all the other powers on Cronus. The Blood Ravens' willingness to fight soldiers of the Imperium did not go unnoticed. Whispers began that the relics on Cronus were more damning than holy. Only the war's victors would be left to decide the truth of the matter.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got a sudden phone call. It was quite an important since I haven't been home for this whole epidemic, and it was my mother trying to say that she might try to get over here, but I really need to get home. Like there's so much things I need to do and get done, transport goods back and forth and such. So I just need to find a way to get home to visit, at least for a few days. But that's nothing to discuss during the stream. Wasn't I going the other way? I did came from this way, didn't I? It is like a difficult subject, and since there have been changes how they are calculated and stuff, so I'm starting to think that there will be many coins, as we found so many already. Or are they like in the same place for the entire game? Because everything I've seen of this game have been, I guess, inside this house. Oh, well, palace.
President George Washington.
No, I can't go talk to him. Huh? Like, I guess it was a reflection. This place is quite huge.
Great. Honey.
I'm not digging this architecture. It feels a bit cheap in some cases, and other cases too overwhelming.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
What? Over here? There's definitely something. Yeah, I knew it. There was something over there. I'm betting I have missed so many coins already.
Huh, that's me.
But I want to see the rest of the places before going in. There might be something good hidden.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Like more coins. I'm always thinking that because we see that like inventory thing that I'm getting something else than a coin. Now I've gone for a full loop, haven't I?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Like this is where we began, right? Isn't it?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yep. It was a complete loop. Let's see, there was some. Oh, there is this map. Yeah, the architecture looks so odd. Things look very impractical. Rooms are connected. Those are that way. It's a balcony and in a yard. So odd. But palaces were built with order, to be honest.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I already forgot.
Huh, that's me.
I guess here we go.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm going to trust, so
Damn,
let's leave it.
can't wait to
closed.
open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so too
Oh.
bad. I'll wait until I hand
In
it
the
to Mother.
artwork.
Wow, nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Yeah. Larger than life again. Huh? Oh.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Yeah, the art pieces contain so much. When you start
Saturn
looking into them.
devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Well, being a god is one thing, but being eaten by your own dad.
The Conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
More coins. They are everywhere. I really wish there would be some graphical settings. Like, I'm starting to think that people making this game wanted to tell a story and maybe have even the gameplay experience since there's all the skills and stuff, but optimizing and stuff like that is very lacking.
Inferno by Dante.
Ooh,
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
is it just the
Lovely
Inferno?
lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
No, it can't be just the Inferno. With the book being that thick, it must contain all of the Divine Comedy. It's not that long. They are poems, so they are very short. Chapter goes in like in a page or two. I have 2 copies of the book. I wish I had the other copies I used to own. I don't have a copy in Latin. I don't have a copy in English. I only have 2 copies in Finnish at the moment. Well, I do have digital copies, but I want physical copies. Why can't I take the book?
Inferno by Dante.
I want to take the book.
Abandon hope,
Give it
all
here.
ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
I can't unlock it. I don't want to go outside because that might trigger something. Usually does. Or maybe I get triggered by going here. Don't tell me that I instantly go to sleep. What? You just can't go to bed immediately. Hey! Was this actually the complete episode? Damn, like at most an hour for episode if that's the case. Huh? On the docks? There were more on the docks. Really? But I'm surprised that I succeed in so many things. Can you actually level up doing things? This is very intriguing. Now I can choose new skills. Hmm. So, I would like to go for these, so I have at least the basics. It did say that I have like basic of linguistic. Oh, like I automatically gain them at level 1. I see. And these are level 0. So, can I get them or do I have to level up this skill tree? So I have 4 points, so I could get 1. Level 1. Which I would want to go for vigilance. So now I have the skill. Okay. Now I wish I could remove, because if I have them at 1, I would much rather get some other skill to be at 1. Hmm. So etiquette would mean 2. So wait, if I would do this and then or do I? Oh, I can't equip any. Can I just save them? I guess I can save them. I assume I can. Let's go there, so if I get any, I get it. Because I have gotten bonus points already. So let's validate. Oh, and now it goes for equipment though. Oh, that needs more. Fiction, diversion, etiquette. Well, etiquette would need 2. And what was the so conviction? Oh yeah, here it was. So none of them would be that good at the moment. I can't level up anything with them alone. Conviction, I guess. Or science. Then science would need only 1. Yep, science. Because if I get a bonus point for science, I get the skill. Talent unlocked sober. Well, that I have had that talent for all my life. Yeah, I'm one of the very rare types that doesn't drink. Also, something's happening to my voice. Crap. I'm betting it's something to
Your
do with the
turn?
air. The air. It's
The
very, very
servants are not
stale.
very efficient.
Durocher can't be
Like,
far away.
not only
They'll
that the
find her soon.
epidemic is what it is,
Their
so
search
I
time is
bet I would get
restricted,
flagged
given that they
if I
must
would
keep an
open the
eye
window.
on Adams.
It's a bit
I
too
can take
cold
care
to
of
open
her.
the window. It would
Yes.
make the
Well, in any case,
warming
I
a bit
do
fuzzy.
thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned
So the
up any
air in my
results.
apartment is
Not
very,
yet,
very
no.
stale.
But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
So they indeed are here.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
So we really have some psychic power, I guess. Oh wait, was that happening naturally? No, there is some tomfoolery going on here. Yep,
A little nighttime
so
stroke,
we are
Mr.
seeing
President.
the world
There's
from the
nothing like
position
it
of
about
that servant
sleep.
somehow.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower,
Oh,
and
now I
valerian.
see
My
OBS saying
miracle
encoding
review in one
overloaded.
can't get to
Consider
sleep.
turning down
A very good night
settings
to you,
or
Mr.
using
President.
faster encoding presets.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
But this shouldn't have been like the most graphically intense thing I have streamed. So, maybe it's actually OBS is having issues of encoding the game for the stream.
I'm coming.
I need to look into that. I guess that they will barge in if I'm taking too long.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio represented St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Or would have there actually been a hurry? Maybe
Excuse
not.
me. Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
I bumped into her in the small salon before.
Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps
Oh,
get
you
my
want to
hands
go
on
to-
some important information.
Ladies' belongings,
I
you
hope so.
say?
Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
we have gone with the Vision before, and he is like a great member of the Order from the Medallion point at least. We haven't gone for the occult way of playing it, so I guess we should help Washington at the moment. Because if she is somehow actually dead, that's some information we really need to know about. More than just trusting this weird vision we don't really know much about, so let's help George.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Oh, I should have studied the room
According to
before
Washington,
leaving.
Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
I wonder, do I really need to hurry?
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
I don't know where I'm going. So this is not the small salon? Get up. What? Well, look at the outfit, so you wouldn't stress yourself that much in an outfit like that. Also,
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your
priest
Eminence?
I
is
believe that Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
on the side.
She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine.
Maybe be on
Wake
guard.
up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Maybe like if we just left the door open, have the priest stay there to listen. Something would go wrong.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me
Oh,
go back to
no.
my room.
I might have an idea
Hey,
who
you,
it is.
stay out of it. This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Did he hit her already?
Let her go!
Huh? Stay out of it, boy.
Shit.
What are you
Of
playing
course.
at? I told you to mind your own business, boy. If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
That would take so much.
Listen, we can sort this out like gentlemen.
No, I don't think so.
You haven't hurt anyone yet, my friend.
No, but I'm about to.
Didn't
Don't
he
think you're
hit her?
getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Hold on. Let's take a second and...
Huh? Oh shit.
Think about this.
Yikes.
We're not animals, so let's not act like one.
I knew you were a panty waste. You make me wanna puke.
Okay, you really are an animal.
You should have kept your big nose out.
Did it say that it should loop? Or will my used points remain here and now it loops? Oh. Was this really it? I failed so bad. Or because I didn't want to waste the points. The game said that if I'm going to fail, it's looping. And it's not looping. Well, I have 4 more points again. Yay for science. Psychology, yes. 2 more points. Conviction. Level 2 conviction. And can I press? No, I have to really hold space. I was hit once and hit the deck.
The bastard caught me dead to
I
rights.
couldn't even get the amulet. Because it fell on the ground.
Liam, you have failed me. I don't know what you were doing, but Elizabeth returned much too soon. And the
Why are
earlier,
you sending
the
me
better
messages
it
on
was.
Steam?
I didn't get time to search through everything, but I did manage to find what I was looking for. The young lady really is John Adams' daughter.
I did
Signed,
respond to you,
George
Zen.
Washington.
So
Well done, Louis. The President of the United States asked for your assistance. and
you're
you
lucky
screwed
that
up.
the
Mother
Steam
finds out.
overlay doesn't show on
I
stream.
get the feeling I'll never hear the end of it. Not for a few years, anyway. Now, what was I going to do last night? Ah, yes. Search the room. According to what I saw in my vision, this room was Mother's before I got it. Maybe she left something behind that will help me find her.
And now it goes for the manuscript. So I guess because I have already done it, it will remain that way. The conviction, diversion, ethic. I should have remembered this. Because none of them is... I guess ethic, because one more will get me the point.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
In your arrogance.
Nothing.
Royal jelly.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Well, I picked up the key before the midnight stroll, so...
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
I said this is the best room. It's a famous art piece. I'm not that big of a fan of this rendition, but it's still something I would add to my collection if I could.
Writing material.
That would take 2 points. But since I have the skill, I guess I could discover something.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon.
Secret
odd.
writing. You can write secret things with lemon, but does the character knows it?
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on, but doesn't touch.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that art piece, so I don't know. I can't go on because things are on the way.
This room looks unoccupied.
Huh? Oh, I'm full.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
I don't want to waste points. I doubt some lemons do. Well, to be honest, you did use the lemons to write something, but I doubt me looking at the lemons would tell me anything. Other than that they have been picked. I should already know that.
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
Wait, isn't it the same book?
A Voyage Around the World, the travelogue of the
No, it's
explorer
another one.
Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I
I
don't believe in
wish that they
coincidences.
still
It's
made
just too
books in
much.
the style.
I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Like, we only need to go back 40 years in
Faint sign
time,
of the
and
order,
they still made
barely
books in
visible.
that nice style.
Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
How do I see writing done in lemon? I can't remember how lemon writing
recap.
worked.
My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book.
Like,
She must
since
have
it's
left something behind.
if it's actually written in the book.
She must
So-
have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages.
Get the game character knows.
A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message.
Yes, I already
Now,
guessed
how
that
do I
much.
reveal the message?
Do I have to have the skill to know?
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Oh, I need agility. Is that a piece of amber? If so, it's a bit of a shame that I can't get it. Value of ashes. I'm not assessing a value of ash, but if I can take it, I will take it. I don't remember seeing
There's a
these
circle around
books.
the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Oh, let's use the key. Point in breaking in it.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
So I guess the thing up there is also amber. I did study the art pieces already. Yeah, I can't pick lock since I have no skill for it. What about the lemon writing? Ash on the book. Actually, that should work.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon.
Oh shit.
Luckily, I've only put ash on
It's
part of the
written
message.
with a quill, so it should leave indents. So I need to find another way. I can't use light because it's not an option. I guess I need to find more ideas. Like usually invisible messages are looked through a light.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Or highlight it over with something else. But more lemon don't help, so I don't want to go for the lemon. Can I find something more over here? Let's take the candlestick. Can I use the candle as the light to look through the pages? And there's only that message. I already used points on those. And the option will burn the pages. Burnish. I'm not sure what it means, but...
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand,
no, Medusa was a
all eyes
Gorgon.
size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable.
Well, shit.
Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa. Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
So what was the trait? So, wait, what? Hold on. One skill point in occultism. Where did it go? I would try to go without using the stuff.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
No, I can't get in there. There's not even an option to go there.
President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Busy? What could he be busy with?
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Oh, and I just go in.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Yikes. She might actually be possessed, or at least think so.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
I don't have the skill.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother if she still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Interesting. Yeah, I want to avoid the center since I'm that will cause things. What? I thought I activated it already.
Some kind of white crystals.
Consume the crystals. I do want to examine them.
These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Magnesium,
Well,
okay.
Let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
But if I only know the magnesium, it... Oh, come on. It shouldn't have had adverse effect. It's magnesium. People use it as a supplement all the time, even though they really shouldn't use it that much. There's not really a use for it, but it's not that bad.
3rd November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Well, now I know where the talisman came from.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Yeah, that must be the same letter.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Ooh.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Oh, more occult scribbles. Well, let's look at the circle. There's nothing I can interact with it? Really? And I can just step in without worry. Like, it's done wrong anyway. I don't see the pattern with the number of candles, and the manner of candles is very odd anyway. Why there's so many signals of transmuting? The horned rat! Why there is the symbol of the horned rat? So I have no idea how is she immune to psychology. But it's good that we found that out at least. Let's quickly see if there's another room we can attend. So I'm almost certain that I can't go up. It would make sense that all the rooms should be in the same floor. So wait, that must
be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Oh, it's locked. But now we must go back. So let's loop around. And I really need to go for the unlocking skill. What's the logic of what rooms I can attend and what not?
President George Washington.
Oh yeah, Washington was busy. Because now we certainly have the key for the thing. We find something actually useful.
A chest with a half circle pattern.
I don't know why the key was there when we found it. Oh, a piece of amber! Need one more.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Yeah.
The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
So could it be that she has epilepsy and everyone, or at least her, thinks that she's being possessed? Because that was the reasoning for, like, well, the thing that people believe to be the reasoning for epilepsy. No, I can't go down from this. Maybe I have to go down the one with the servant. Oh, is it actually up? No, I don't even get the option. The hell?
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Holm.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about Jacques Peru. You're her son, Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She
what?
nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
Well,
What's
now
the
we know
point
that
of
she's
rubbing
immune to
salt in the
psychometry,
wounds?
and we wouldn't have the skill anyway. Nope, she's immune to that.
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let
Maybe
me
not
be
the
my own
details on
judge.
that.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You
That was a
couldn't give
success.
damn
What?
about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Oh shit. Was it her sister or brother? Sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes,
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
she's the only one who cares about me.
Oh,
I would have put an end to it
I
all by
remember
now
right.
if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see,
And
before
now I
was
would harm
born,
the scene
my
for
mother often
How I
suffered
Met Your
from
Mother, but I don't
hallucinations
know
and
since
fits
I
of
haven't
anger.
watched the show.
Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
Well,
I understand how you feel, but
kind of
I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
What can you tell me about the guests?
I
Do
doubt I
excuse
get
me,
much.
sir, but I am bound by
info out of
discretion
him,
to say
but,
nothing
well,
about
let's
Lord
least
Mortimer's
try.
guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Amber.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately, I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Difficult 5.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Oh. No, wait. Oh, it's free.
Indeed, this masterpiece must not become more damaged. Let me have it and I'll take care of it personally. I love antiquarian books.
It bothers me somewhat. It isn't sir's job to take care of it, really.
No, but I would love to. You'll be doing me a favor by letting me have it.
In that case, sir, I shall leave it in your care with pleasure. May I do anything else for sir?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living
Oh, you're
rooms.
going, Goran.
Sir finds
Well, it was
himself
nice
at
having you
present
here.
in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured, the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Yeah.
Has sir another question?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building.
I still don't
Three
understand.
stairways
Why
will
would you
enable
say
sir
the
to
ground
return
floor,
to the
then
ground
the
floor.
first floor, then the
It is
second
also from there that sir
But it
will be able
should
to reach
be
the second floor.
First floor,
Thank you
second
very
floor,
much.
and the third floor.
Anything else, sir?
Because the ground floor should be the first floor. Because it's the first floor you are on. I hate the manner of this. I get when there is like a level 0, because that's supposed to be like underground, and below that it's supposed to be minus, because usually there is only one level underground. Usually. That's the norm.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing, on the second floor, are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help sir in any other way?
Yeah, that was all. Well, I got a book out of that. Something at least, and now I know a bit more what to find. Also, I see that there is a notification, so let me quickly have a look what that is. But there's actually more than one. Oh, let's see. There we go. That's taken care of. And I guess I know what the other one is as well. Yep, there we go. So nothing out of the norm. Let me continue for a while because the beginning was such a disaster, and that cut into how long we have actually been playing. But I do need to take a break soon, so I won't take much longer. So I can...
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Isn't this the room where everyone went? No, it was that one. And it's the only one I can go into anyway. Yep, I can't go up. I guess it's better to ignore him.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Not really, no.
This has happened before.
Thank you again for the wine,
What?
Your Eminence. It is served
Yes,
every
elect.
day at the king's table.
I am delighted to
Please,
hear.
go ahead.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
How do you do?
A Prussian-Britannic coalition is not good for France. The last time we fought against them, our empire went up in smoke.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we
Another
drank,
wine
the
person,
orphanage
so-
in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
No, she's an
Is everything
orphan,
all right?
isn't she?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Wöhler.
And right he was too.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Please feel at home.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
My friend.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Push. that would be the norm.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your
There's
mother,
no
have
guardrail or
concluded
anything.
a
That's
financial agreement.
very
Stay
dangerous looking
composed,
place.
Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
What?
Does not know a person. Not really, no.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad.
I kind
I
of knew
have
it.
one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Oh no.
And right he was too.
It's time for Girondins and Montagnard to come together at last and give rise to a republic worthy of all the spilled blood. Both parties must put an end to their petty quarrels for the good of all.
You must be joking, my friend. Neither side will ever accept the advice of the other. It's simply a lost cause. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
Yep.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Because I didn't know that the conversation would go that way. I thought that because using the skill, I could have like deflected it. But I guess
My friends,
he's
I would
immune
like
to
say
it,
a few
so
words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holden,
been doing so bad.
bringing us
I
all
failed two
together
things
here.
already.
Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Was this a second thing, or did I have the Widow of a skill? Yeah, I know I could have searched if I had the locksmithing skill. So I guess when I get the control next time, that's going to be when I end the stream. I guess I have to do the skill points first, but that's... So most likely I can equip one after this, so ethic, diversion, conviction of psychology. Like that would take all of it, but it's been something I've been really lacking. Manipulation is only for one, so let's do that. Then use the skill to get that. Just ethics, so we have it. Screw it, let's go with this. Oh yeah, I actually need to press the space. Oh, I couldn't equip. Oh, damn it. I thought I could have equipped it. I guess it's only when you go to bed or something.
Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Oh, it happens now. That was for the diversion. Yes, I just need to make sure. There we go. I guess it will be the room with the paintings. Let's look at this before I go. That's a haunting visage. Like, jeez. So deadly. What was you going to do? Let's see. I guess I can just exit the game. And I'm out of the game immediately. Huh. Yikes. Hold on. Oh. There are 2 streams. Well, but we all know who we are going to raid at the moment. Let's just see that I get the things actually working. So let us Twitch on the main screen. Yeah, expect there to be no stream tomorrow. I can't see there being time for extra streams. There should be one on Thursday. I'm not going to disclose what the game is yet. There will be one new game starting on Thursday. And don't expect any other streams this week, since I'll most likely be at home. And I'll try to stay there for some time I can. So expect the next council stream to be on next Tuesday. Hopefully I get back on time, so. But not that button, this button. So let's do the raid. And it worked on first time. On first press. Usually it needed me to press the button a few times. But yeah, well, Radiant Ocean, thanks a lot for joining, even though through the troubles. Hopefully next time we have it better. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, there's rockets I left behind. That's actually